Hey, I'm a gun guy on the internet, and I post videos, talk about gun stuff, and occasionally complain about gun rights. And I try to get as many likes and views as possible so that people think I'm important, because I have an elevated opinion of my self-worth. Schmicky with CarryTrainer.com. I'm not busting anybody's chops because I am and have been guilty of what I just said. Seeing a lot of stuff right now where people are giving up on America, telling me they're just going to sit and watch it burn, like this fire I've got going in here. They're going to sit and watch it burn. How dare you? If that's how you feel, you let our founders, the men and women that came before us, carry a load on your behalf that you've lived thus far in a free and safe and wonderful place that is to this day the best option to live a dream, to live on a planet where most people are fighting for water and food, and it gets thrown down the drain here, cleared off of plates. We've got it. Who owes you something? No one. I've been guilty of all these things myself. What it comes down to at the end of the day is, what are we willing to do to protect, promote, and proliferate the liberty that was handed to us? If you're the kind of person that says it's all done, there's nothing that you can do, I've got nothing for you. This isn't about violence. It's about actually using the tools that are in front of us to play a better chess game and win. Talk about it often. Voting does indeed matter, but it's not just you casting your ballot. It's you helping somebody like Joe Dana, who's running in Harris County, Texas, one of the largest sheriff's offices in the country, to be their sheriff. It's you helping a guy like that win. What does help look like? Not just telling people go vote, but maybe knocking on doors, sharing his literature, telling your friends at work, at church, by the water cooler, while you're out having beers. Tell them, hey, you know what? I think this person is going to be good for our sheriff's office, for the state rep's office, for senator, etc. Let's get this person in, and you go do it. Maybe your argument is, hey, I've done that, and the person that we put in, they were a bum. They couldn't do anything. Well, that happens. Sometimes you fail. Or maybe there is more people fighting against you. So what does that mean? Imagine the firewood that we're burning here. If we had two big piles, same size piles, same amount of wood, same weight, and I said, hey, first team, we got teams, to move these two firewood piles wins. And I went and I got 10 friends, and you went and got 5 friends. Who's going to win? Who's going to move that wood faster? Probably the team with 10. What if the 5 guys, what if they had wheelbarrows and the other guys didn't? What if the 5 guys had a machine with a trailer? There are factors. There are variables. What if the 5 guys were a lot stronger and more fit and more robust? It's not just about who's got more. There are factors. That's what strategy and tactics is about. Drew and I helped run campaigns, and we won way more than we lost. We helped put friends in office. I'm very proud of that, and I didn't get paid a dime for it. In fact, it cost me a lot of time to be away from family. It cost me a lot of personal treasure, because sometimes we'd get so invested in those races, we would pour our own resources into them to help people win. I'm not talking to you about just winning political campaigns. I'm talking to you about being better, digging deeper. This isn't just about guns and cool gear. F that stuff. None of that matters without our republic standing. And that republic is not a book. It's not a document. It's not a flag. It's not a place. It's not a building. It's you. It's you. The republic is you. Republica. It's all about the individual citizen that in his heart, in her heart, has this flame. Again, not unlike what burns here. That they'll do anything to keep it alive. Francis Scott Key, 1812, as he saw that banner yet wave, was what he's talking about. It's not about that the flag's still there. He knew that the flag still being there meant that the defenders at Fort McHenry were still alive and well. They were still fighting. Too often we get too fixated on a single argument. Oh, it's all done. It's just going to come down to blood and violence in the streets. That's a coward's path. Coward's path? You would call us a coward to fight? Yes, because you have thrown out every other means. Who's winning at that? The other side. The people tearing our country apart, they're winning. They're winning a game of strategy, of tactics, of salesmanship, and of motivating people for a cause. You're complaining because they're better at a game that you're refusing to take part in. And by game, I mean the game of life. That's what it is. You cannot sit idly by and just go cast your ballot and think that's enough. It never has been and it never will be, because there are people out there with nefarious intent, with evil in their heart, willing to work really hard to tear up your way of life, my way of life, the way of life that our founders fought for. Dig inside. Throw some stuff in the comments, some questions. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, I'm willing to talk more. We're putting a 20-minute video up on YouTube all about this. Go check out my friend Joe Dana. I chose him because that's just one guy that sticks in my mind that we ought to be able to put into one of the largest sheriff's positions in the country, Harris County, Texas. There might be somebody like that in your community, in the community next to you, running for governor, running for state senate, running for senate, running for president. It can be done. It's a game of strategy and tactics. Games have to be played. They require the work and effort of us, the citizens of this republic. Be well. Don't be dickheads. Tell somebody you love them. Let it keep burning.